will be given to volunteers, and they'll have to speak on that topic for a minimum of 1 minute to 2 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikhil. And the third section will be better listening. So anybody from the audience, Toastmaster Himanshu, if you can speak about that?
Yeah, that is the evaluation part of the speakers. So evaluator come and evaluate their speech, what are the good and what are the bad things about the speeches, and where they can improve, where we call it as CRC approach.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Toastmaster Himanshu. So in just in nutshell, I would like to share the better speaking is the speakers will be given approximately 5 to 7 minutes to deliver their prepared speeches, and we have three speeches for today. First is to be given by Toastmaster Mohit, second by Toastmaster Sanjeev, and third by Toastmaster Sriram, who is from DXC Chennai chapter Toastmaster, followed by better thinking. So that is something like table topic master, which will be headed by Toastmaster Nachiketa, and he will be, this is the most awaited platform where all the Toastmasters and the guests gets the chance to speak about the topic, which will be randomly given by Toastmaster Nachiketa. And the third one is the evaluation section, that is better listening. Over here, the evaluation will be divided into two sections. One is the evaluation of all the speeches. So we have three evaluators. So the first one is Toastmaster Nikhil, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Mohit. Second will be Toastmaster Kumar, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Sanjeev. And third will be Toastmaster Sunny, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Shri Ram. Post that, a journal evaluation will be taken care of by Toastmaster Kanika, who will be addressing from the beginning till end how the meeting flowed and what were the good and the bad things which came up, anything which we can improve upon and which we can take away. And she will be supported by her team that is known as TAG, where our counter, timer, and grammarian will be there. Our counter will be looking after the fillers and the gaps. Timer will be looking whether the meeting is flowing in on time or not, every sections are within the time or not. And third is grammarian, who will be looking after the bad and the good usage of the words and the vocabulary, special vocabulary, which will be used by the team. So with that, after following that, the word of wisdom will be taken care by the president, our honorable president, Toastmaster Sanjeev. So I would like to ask our timer, do we left with the time or we can pursue ahead?
We can proceed ahead.
Can't hear you. Could you please speak a little louder?
Hello. Yeah, we can proceed ahead.
Okay. Before proceeding ahead, I would definitely like to share the theme of the day, that is year 2021. Every cloud has a silver lining. So we'll be discussing more about it, what it is all about, what its meaning. So let's talk about it going forward. With that, I would like to welcome our Toastmaster Kanika, General Evaluator for the day. Please welcome with great round of applause, Toastmaster Kanika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shilpa. So to begin with, I am the good morning everyone and a very happy new year. I am the journal evaluator for the day. I will be evaluating the whole meeting from starting to the end. The speakers will be evaluated by their evaluators. To evaluate the whole meeting, I'm having my tag team, and that's the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. Timer. So I would like to call my team to explain their roles so that you can be aware of what is noted, what is being noted, and what is being not, right? So now, please help me welcome the timer for the day, Toastmaster Mohit Sharma, to explain his role.
Hi, this is Toastmaster Mohit Sharma. I will be noting down the time for the speeches. For speeches, the time limit would be 5 to 7 minutes. In on 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. For 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card, and for 7 minutes till the speech is over, I'll be showing the red card. While for the table topics, for the time limit would be 1 to 2 minutes. For 1 minute, I will be showing the green card. For 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll be showing yellow card, and 2 minutes till the I'll be showing the red card. Thanks. That's all from me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. Also to confirm that in the table topics, we have an upper grace of 30 seconds as well. Now, please help me welcome my next team member, and that's the R counter for the day, Toastmaster Ankit.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good
Hello.
morning, Ankit.
Hi, Shilpa. Yeah, so I'm just playing the role of R counter, and as the R counter, my role includes counting the unnecessary sound used by the speaker during the meeting, and this sound includes some crutch word like and some filler words, but like, so, also, and some of the filler phrases, you know, I know, as no. And I will be showing or sharing my report at the end of the meeting when I will be called by general evaluator. Thank you. It's over to you, Ms. Kanika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankit. Now, please help me welcome the third person in my team, and that's the grammarian for the day. That's Toastmaster Amya.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I've accidentally already sent the word of the day on the chat, so you guys can all see it. But the word for the day today is hanker, which is to have a strong or a persistent desire for something or to do something. So a great example of it would be, I hanker to pursue a healthier lifestyle in the new year. Or perhaps by the middle of the winter, they were hankering for a warm day. So I believe this word currently is very appropriate in terms of both the weather and in terms of fresh beginnings of the new year. So I appreciate you, I encourage you all to keep using this word repeatedly throughout this meeting, and we will appreciate it with a thumbs up. Apart from that, I would be taking a note of all the good and the bad usage of grammar and perhaps some pronunciations that could have been better, and give a detailed report by the end of today's meeting. So I wish every speaker all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amya. Now, before handing over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, I would like to encourage my team and the evaluators to use the CRC approach, that's the commendation, recommendation, and commendation, while evaluating the speeches. Yeah, that's it from my side, and I'll present my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Shilpa.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Kanika. So with that, we have the day of the word also, that is hanker. So I hanker myself to pursue a great meeting today. So with that, I would like to invite the first speaker of the day. Before that, I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Nikhil. Evaluator Toastmaster Nikhil is from JPKU Toastmaster Club. He is a lawyer by profession and loves to involve himself in public speaking. He will be sharing the objectives of Toastmaster Mohit's speech. Thank you. Welcome, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shilpa. So Mohit will be delivering his level 3 project 1, which is to engage your audience with humor. The purpose of Mohit's speech is for him to determine his style of humor and apply it to a speech that centers around a central message. There are certain notes for Mohit. Mohit has to complete his project to develop his ability as a humorous speaker and to better understand his own sense of humor. Mohit will deliver a well-organized speech. The speech should not be a report on the content of Engage Your Audience with Humor project. The title of Mohit's speech is Mega Batching. I repeat, the title of Mohit's speech is Mega Batching. All the best, Mohit. Over to you, Toastmaster Shilpa.
Toastmaster Nikhil, I just want to confirm the title of the Mohit speech is Mega Batch.
It's
That's
mega batching. So batching, mega batching.
Yeah, that's right, Shilpa.
Okay, so this must be upgraded. Yeah. So let's welcome our first speaker of the day, Toastmaster Mohit. Mega batching, Toastmaster Mohit. Welcome, Toastmaster Mohit, with great round of applause.
Thank you very much. I hope my audio is okay.
Yes,
Thank you very much. Hello, Toastmasters. How are you doing?
great.
Ladies and gentlemen, insects and germs. I have a little exercise for all of you. Can I request all of you to close your eyes just for a few moments? Close your eyes now, yes, and think about your life. What are the things that you do which make your life successful, ultimate, rich, and fulfilling? Those things that you must get done before getting on with other things in life. Now open your eyes, guys, and write that down. You can put it on the chat window and keep that flowing. That, my friends, what you've written down is nothing but your passion or your obsession. Some people also call it the Kida. Why Kida? Because that Kida doesn't let you get on with other important things in life, and it never finishes. It's called Kida because it is, no matter how important it is for you, but it's slowly killing you. It's driving you insane. It's causing you despair and bringing you angst. Can you relate with that, friends? It could be different things for different people. For Amy Porterfield, the podcast host of the show Online Marketing Made Easy, it is her podcasting itself. For me, my Kida is nothing but the Kida itself, because I'm a germophobic person. I have to get the cleanliness done before getting on with everything else. I must have my work desk in order, my room clean, the spider webs away, the books in place, the clothes intact. Only then can I get on with anything worthwhile in my life. For you, it may be something else. Now, how to solve this problem? We must get that Kida done, but we must also get on with other important things in life. That's where, friends, the idea of mega batching comes in. Mega batching. The idea is simple. It's all about combining or bundling or batching the similar things together, because at the heart of it, the idea relies on the fact that multitasking or context switching takes away a lot of our time. Context switching is the biggest time waster in the world. And that's where Amy Porterfield, who used to scramble over her podcasting, she had every day, day after day after day, as her podcast day. She couldn't think of anything else. No matter how important it is for her, she would scramble over the topic selection, the outlining, the recording, the copy, the editing, the show notes, the publishing, the review, and on went the list. For me, it would be slightly different. My cleanliness drive, my Safai Abhiyan would make me think about the brooming, the mopping, the books arranging, the clothes arranging, the dusting, the spider webs away, and on went my list as well. I just couldn't go on to the next important things in life. Now, mega batching takes a different approach to this. Amy Porterfield now, for example, just does her topic selection on day one. She doesn't do anything else. Nothing else, just topic selection. And if you're thinking how that works, that's because she doesn't do it for one podcast. She does it for 6 podcasts in one go. She thinks about the topics for six podcasts in one go on day one. For me, I now just do brooming on day one. But not just brooming. I do brooming plus plus. Because I go a little deeper under the bed, move that shelf around, and that's how my brooming becomes brooming plus plus. If you're interested in looking at what my schedule looks like, then this is how it looks like. It's Monday mops, Tuesday tops, Wednesday mosquito spray day, Thursday the broom, Friday dusting, yay! Saturday doors, and Sunday once again broom. It's very different from what we are used to, isn't it? From the day I was born, I'm used to seeing all of the above happening every single day. But whoever said that's how it's going to be forever? Amy Porterfield now can do 6 podcasts in a wave of 2 weeks. Just like I can produce a sparkling clean, spick and span room and house in a wave of 1 week. Just the other day was my Tuesday tops day, and I cleaned the pans. And when I looked at the clothes around, I thought that's not a big problem because that's for another day. Now, friends, this is a very different approach from what you are used to. But if Amy Porterfield can do it, if I can do it, then perhaps so can you. Use mega batching to change your life and keep your Kida alive. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. What a fabulous speech you have given regarding the Kida. So, with that, I would like to take a 1 minute break, 1 minute for a feedback for Toastmaster Mohit. Please share your feedback with either through messages or chat box. Toastmaster Mohit, please let us know when 1 minute gets over. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. So with that, we call upon the second Toastmaster, the second speaker of the day, that is Toastmaster Sanjeev. But before calling him, I would like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Kumar. Toastmaster Kumar, he is a chartered accountant by profession and works with Bank of America. He loves to dance, listens to music, and watch movies. He will be sharing the objectives of Toastmaster Sanjeev's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Kumar.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shilpa. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, a very good morning to all of you, and I wish you a very happy new year. Today, Toastmaster Sanjeev would be delivering his level 4 second project, which is improvement through positive coaching. The purpose of his speech is to show his experience, share his experience as a coach and how he was able to positively impact his mentees and himself in the process. His speech could be informational or humorous, but it should show the impact he was able to impart on his mentees. The title of his speech is Encouragement, the Oxygen for the Soul. Encouragement, the Oxygen for the Soul. I wish him very best of luck for his speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Shilpa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kumar. With that, we call upon the second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Sanjeev. Toastmaster Sanjeev has 25 years of industry experience, and he has done BE in Electronics Communication and MBA in Finance. He is working as freelancer, career mentor, and life coach. He is an active stock market investor and remains passionate about traveling. So over to you, Toastmaster Sanjeev. Encouragement, the oxygen for the soul. Encouragement, the oxygen for the soul. Toastmaster Sanjeev. So back, Toastmaster Sanjeev.
Thank you, Shilpa. I hope I am audible.
Yes.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so here I go. So good morning, Toastmasters and potential Toastmasters. Let me ask you a very, very common but a very powerful question. What is that one asset that you all have which increases more you share and more you give it to others? Anybody would like to answer?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Experience.
Knowledge.
Yes. Exactly.
Appreciation.
Yes. It's our knowledge on experiences which we share with others. More we share, more it grows. So it's something which we should always treasure. And that is, I believe, is also the essence of mentoring and coaching others. When we share it with others, it's not only that we are giving something to others, but we also get a lot in return. Let me share one experience when I was trying to learn swimming in my college days. I had joined a pool in Delhi, took a coaching session through a coach. After 2-3 days of basic practice, I was able to float, keep myself float in the water, and but that was not in the deep water, in say 6 to 7 feet of water. So that I continued for 3-4 days, and then one fine day, it was probably 5th day, the instructor asked me, before I entered the pool, instructor told me, okay, come with me, and he took me to the deep end of the pool and told me, Sanjeev, jump. I was horrified. I have never jumped in 16 feet of water. How can I do? I was standing there at the edge of the pool, just terrified whether to jump or not to jump. I was just thinking, and I suddenly got a push from the back end and I was into the water. Initially, I fumbled, went down, but then came up. Whatever I had learned in the last 2-3 days, tried all my things, like try to do cycling. This is the action you do with hands and legs. And I found myself floating very well in the water. And when I raised my head, saw around, I found my instructor clapping and encouraging me and saying, come on, come on. And then suddenly I felt the fear of deep water was gone and I was able to swim very comfortably. In fact, if you all know, deeper the water, easier it is to swim because of the buoyancy. And then all my fear was gone in a moment. I remember that this incident, especially because of the confidence and the positive attitude that that coach had in me, he showed, and he encouraged me to take a plunge into the water. I think this is what is the essence of coaching or mentoring, to have a positive attitude and to show and have a belief in your team that they will be able to perform, and encourage them, give the right encouragement on time. In my professional career as well, and in life, I had numerous incidences where I was able to do something great or take a action just because my seniors believed in me and they thought I will be able to do, and that's how I was able to perform. And similarly, I will say, when it comes to my subordinates, I also learned, I was also go to great heights, because once I delegated some of my responsibilities to them, they were able to perform, which freed up from my job, and I was able to focus on more important things, which helped me grow more in my career. And I believe similar is the essence in Toastmasters. Like, I have been a coach and I have also been a mentee to my mentor. So I feel that similar experiences we had in our Toastmasters, where we have been trying to encourage each other and believe in others' ability, because that is something fundamental to the coaching and mentoring. If I have to share like my experiences of when I'm part of Bhavya's group, my mentor, in our group, we talk a lot about leadership and issues about club related performance and management. And this happens more than we discuss about the speeches. And Bhavya would often nudge me, okay, Sanjeev, this is not going right, this is not going right. Since you are part of a easy team, you must do this, you must do that. So this also nudged me to take some actions or initiate some kind of actions within the club. And I feel probably this was one reason that since I was constantly trying to get some improvements done, which also helped me to contest for the president. And today I am the club president because of that encouragement. And similar thing, as I am also a mentor to my group, I am also trying to inculcate the same feeling of encouraging others and taking initiative. But here I would like, instead of me telling what the experience of my mentees had been, I'd like to invite them and say for themselves how did they feel. So I have my mentees is Harpreet. Harpreet is a great example of taking new initiatives, but unfortunately today he's not here. He's taking a TLI session. So we have Sunil, Pranav, and Ankit Monga in my group who are my mentees. So I'd like them to come and share some of their experiences very quickly. So Sunil, are you there?
Yeah, Sanjeev ji, and good morning.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I think the experience was great from the mentor and mentorship program. I clearly remember that how Sanjeev was able to push us to have mentor meeting every week, despite I was offering that we could meet once in a 2 week. And he was like encouraging each one of us to, come up with new topics, and maybe we can also share our experiences, to become a better speaker. So those are the two clear things I remember, and those conversations are still, helping us when we get the opportunity to speak.
Thank you, Sunil. In the interest of time, I won't be able to take everyone's experience. But what I will say, in a mentor-mentee relationship, it's not just about one person giving knowledge or telling to others, but it's a symbiotic relationship where both mentor as well as mentee learn from each other's experiences and knowledge. The most important role of a coach, I believe, is in encouraging, giving a constructive feedback, and nudging the person at the right time to take the right steps or initiatives. And most important, the fear of failure, which normally prevents all of us from acting or taking any initiative, is something which needs to be taken out from the mind of the mentee or the coachee. So that I believe is one single most like aspects of mentoring, which needs to be there when we are into this kind of a relationship. And now I would like to say that since I have benefited a lot from this relationship within Toastmasters and outside as well. And now we are going to launch a new session or a new term for the mentor-mentee program. I would urge each one of you to participate in that wholeheartedly and take the role of either a mentor or be a mentee to any group of your choice and benefit from this beautiful relationship. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Shilpa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjeev. What a wonderful speech you have given and the encouragement we have learned from your speech. So with that, I request you all to share the feedback for Toastmaster Sanjeev either through messages or chat box. So you have 1 minute allocated to you. Toastmaster Mohit, please let us know when 1 minute gets over. Thank you, Toastmaster Mohit. So we were having the one more speech by Toastmaster Sri Ram, but we have a last minute backout from his side, so we won't be having the third speech. So apologies for that. And with that, I think we are on time with as per the allocations we have. So I request you all, please let me know, would you like to have a break right now, as it was scheduled for 11:14 and it's 11:12 right now. So what you suggest?
We should go for a break. We have a backout from this one, and we have starting meeting approximately 2 to 3 minutes late.
Yeah.
Totally, it's up to Sanjeev ji. What about you? Like,
Well, I will say, since we are only 45 minutes into the meeting, so want it to be a little bit premature, or shall we go with the evaluations?
or table topics, you can say that.
Or yeah, we can go with the table topics first.
We can go with the table topics, then we'll take a break. That's fine. Is it fine? Like,
if it's okay with everyone, then we can go for table topic, or as we can go for the scheduled one. So whatever everybody says.
Let's go with table topic.
Let's go with table topic, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So with that, we are going forward for our next session. That is the table topic session, which will be headed by Toastmaster Nachiketa. So I would like, before handing over the stage to Toastmaster Nachiketa, I would like to share that he is a fitness freak and loves to spend time in gym. He is also an athlete who has 100 meter and 200 meter sprinter, who is a 100 meter to 200 meter sprinter. He is currently pursuing BTech in electronic branch. So with that, I'd like to hand over the virtual stage to Toastmaster Nachiketa. Please welcome, with a great round of applause, Toastmaster Nachiketa. I request you all to please unmute and please welcome Toastmaster Nachiketa. Please have a great round of applause. I can't hear the claps. Thank you.
Thank you all for welcoming me. Today I am playing a role of a table topic master, in table topic provides you a set of topic in which you have to practice in an impromptu speaking skills. In table topic, I will give you topic on which you have to express your thought in a laconic way, in which you can take a 30 seconds for think. For a timer, I think it's time 1 minute to 2 minutes and a 30-second grace mark for upper limit. Timer, it's right?
Yes. It's 1 minute to 2 minutes plus 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah. All are ready? Who gonna come first?
Yes, sir. Himanshu is raising his hand.
Yeah. Himanshu, Toastmaster Himanshu.
Yeah, please.
Yes. The Toastmaster Himanshu. Silence convey more meaning than word. Silence convey more meaning than word. Toastmaster Himanshu.
Silence convey more meaning than words. I would like everyone to close your eyes and remember you are talking to your mother and you have said few words and you just stop it and praying to God. Oh, now open your eyes. Your mother will hug you. I definitely say this. The reason behind this is you are expressing yourself, but you are not able to express yourself. But when you go in silence, the person in front of you, especially when you're with your parents or with your family members, they understand you without saying anything. That is the power of silence. If I talk about my other aspects of life, because everybody knows that I'm a regular meditator, so I know the power of silence. When you go deep within, it will give you power. It will give you energy to tackle your life with the regular the challenges you are facing in your life. But yes, the power of silence is much better than power of speaking. I know that speaking is plays a very important thing in our life, but silence give you more power than a speaker. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Nachi.
Okay, great. So we move on to second for a guest. Any guest who want to participate? I think potential Toastmaster Anil Sharma. Potential Toastmaster Anil Sharma. Where do you find peace? Where do you find peace? Potential Toastmaster Anil Sharma.
Where do you find peace? Where do you find peace? Yeah, in general scenario, basically we all are busy or day-to-day routine. We go with this. We all spend most of the time in our offices, and now the culture. If you talk about the private sector, we could not focus on our family. So if we talk about peace, basically the person who want to become a that he want, and but he could not do focus on that priority that he likes. So if you want to go for the peace, we will say that if we have to focus on that thing that you want, basically. So if you are doing that things, so you will get a peace. For example, I'll say that we'll take a Nachiketa example. He like to go for a gym, and the other guy saying that he is a motivator, and he go for the meditation and all. So the person that want, if he's doing that things, so he'll get a peace, in my opinion. So for example, I'll take example. So I'll also like to go for gym. I'll focus on my health and all. So once I go on a daily to daily routine for a gym and for some physical exercise, I'll get a peace. So that is from my side. So I'll say that keep the person who is want to do that things, if he's doing, so he'll get a peace. That's it. Thank you.
Great, sir. Great. For the next, I think Toastmaster Deeptendu. The topic is what one need and one wants will you strive to achieve in a 2021. What one need and one want.
Hello, has Nachiketa's screen frozen?
Yes, it has. But I guess we have got the message clear, right, Jitendu?
Yeah.
One thing that you need or one thing that you want in 2021. Yeah.
Yes. So needs and wants, striking a balance between needs and wants. Well, even before we are able to strike a balance between needs and wants, as individuals, we need to identify what are our needs and what are our wants. We need some things like roti, kapda, makan, food, shelter, and clothing. These definitely are the basic needs. Relationships and emotional fulfillment is another need, apart from the basic necessities of life. But then there are some things that we want. We want a promotion, we want better salary, we want more money, maybe we want material things like a bigger home for our family, a bigger car, and other comforts. So according to me, given the realm that we live in, this Mayavi world that we live in, if we are able to align our wants with our needs, we would be able to live in a better way. For example, let us look at a pay hike, the annual pay hike which salaried people usually get. Let us look at the pay hike not just in percentage terms like 10% or 15%, but let us look at it as a validation of the work we have done, of the performance we have delivered at work. Let us look at a bigger home not just as a status symbol or as demonstrating our ego. Let us look at a bigger home as being able to manage the family better, being able to provide resources to your parents or spouse or kid to flourish, so that they get space to flourish and to be themselves. So if we are able to align our material wants are material most of the time, with our needs, which are very innate to a human being, then maybe the conflict will no longer exist in our minds and we'll be able to lead our life in a better way. Thank you.
Okay. Next, I think I got message from someone. I think Harshvardhan, Toastmaster Harshvardhan. Are you there?
Yes.
Oh. I think Toastmaster Harshvardhan, describe your 2021 destiny. Describe your 2021 destiny, Toastmaster Harvinder.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Nachiketa. So the destiny which I would like to go or I want in 2021 would be Spain, because I love that country. And because of this, there are beautiful places, architects are there, and it's a historical place. And there are a lot of beaches in the Spain. So I love that country. It's a beautiful place, beautiful people, food, culture, and the adventurous sports which are there. And I love to be in that country where I'm able to be myself and able to explore new things. And this is not just the one destination which I want to go, but I would like to go to other destinations like New Zealand or New York or like these are the few places which I would like to go. But the Spain is the one which is always there in my mind to travel and explore that city, explore the food, explore the culture. That makes me feel good and at peace. So yeah, that's the one thing I would like to explore. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, great. And next, who gonna come? I think Toastmaster Nikhil.
Yeah.
Are we developing a mission of a self-mastery? Are we developing a mission of a self-mastery, Toastmaster Nikhil?
Thank you, Toastmaster Nachi. A very interesting question has been posed to me. Are we always going for self-mastery? The fact that we are here on a Sunday morning at 12:30 trying to, master our public speaking skills is a testament to what you've been asking me. We as humans have always been trying to, achieve things which we want in life. So we're always trying to, work on ourselves, try to improve on things which we kind of inherently lack, work on ourselves so that at the end of the day, we get that satisfaction. We feel, motivated to do that. We kind of have that self essence of achieving something. So I do believe that we as humans are always trying to, strive for something which, master something which, all those small traits or characteristics which we're kind of lacking. And how public speaking is one such example. When I started off, I wasn't really a really good public speaking person, but like I kind of wanted to grow on my skills. Hence, Toastmasters came as a very perfect avenue for me to come here and work on my speaking skills. So, even otherwise, my profession kind of entails me to, be a good public speaker. And that kind of somehow has always instilled in me that I need to work on myself. Like that's always been something at the back of my head, that I need to constantly, improve my speaking skills, improve on myself. Even when it comes to sports, for instance, if you play any sport, I play tennis, for instance. Every day I have this that I need to go and, I need to work on my forehand or work on my back. I need to improve on myself. Like every day I need to work on it. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not improving, if I'm not working towards something, what am I doing with my life? It's just kind of that vicious circle at the end of the day. So I definitely agree with you. In conclusion, I just want to say that we should all be striving and working on ourselves. Self-mastery is definitely the key to success and happiness. Thank you, Toastmaster Nachi.
Great. I think putting it to Toastmaster. Nishat, are you there?
It's Nishtha.
Nishtha, okay. Nishtha. The topic is what motivates you to go work each day? What motivates you to go work? What motivates you to go work each day?
Okay. What motivates me to go to work each day? All right. This is my first time, so I'm attending a Toastmaster meeting. I just want to confirm, like 30 seconds are for thinking,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, have you ever imagined a life where you did not have any particular task or any work to do? I'm sure it would be like a dream come true for some people, right? And I would, really enjoy not working at least for a week, for 10 days, for 2 weeks, even month, maybe even a year, to take a break from work. But then the uh, aimlessness would settle in, and then I would not know what to do with my life, right? Because how much time can I spend on just watching Netflix, or maybe reading books, or maybe just traveling? At some point in time, I would want a stability where I have set of tasks which I want to accomplish. Now, work need not be that you have to go to office each every day and come back. Work for some person, maybe, for example, if it's a homemaker, work for her is dressing up her kids and sending them to school in the morning, then cooking for the family, or whatever the random chores that you have to do in your daily life. So the work provides us an aim for a life, which helps us accomplish our bigger goals. So which yes, thank you, that's all I can think of at this time.
Great.
Okay.
After seeing all's video, I think Manvender and have a hacker to take a part in a table topic. The Toastmaster Manvender.
Yes, I do, Hanker. Yeah.
If your life was a novel, what would be its title? If your life was a novel, what would be title? Toastmaster Manvender.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nachiket, for exceptional topics. I thoroughly enjoy your topics every time you come on the stage. So, if my life were a novel, I would rather give it a title as Exceptions, because ever since I was born, I can keep on seeing a lot of exceptions being made in my life, and I thoroughly enjoy that. So, because ever since, I mean, the moment I was born in Hyderabad, and I moved to Bangalore, then I moved to Pathankot, and then I moved to Banaras, and I moved to Delhi. So I started travel right from the beginning, and now I'm making people travel just to compensate that. So the amount of travel I got to do in the beginning. So I always wanted to study in the English medium school. However, just because of my bad luck, I went to a small town like Jaunpur, and there I did not even get the admission there. I had to study the UP board Hindi medium school, and that was another exception. But somehow, yeah, things did happen. And a lot of interviews that I have gone through, I mean, those were quite exceptional, where I was absolutely not qualified for it, but I made it just because of certain skill set that I demonstrated. That was another exception I made. I mean, it's a long story to talk about. 2 minutes would not be enough for that. So, yeah, the kind of marriage that I had, it was again very exceptional, something which is pretty much a Bollywood story, something to narrate. So a lot of things are quite exceptional. So when I look at my life, I mean, I see that I have followed more exceptions than the rules. So I think if I'm to give the title to my story, I think exceptional or exception is perhaps the best suited one for it. Thank you so very much. I wrap it with you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we have ended, we have completed stage back to Toastmaster Shilpa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nachiketa. Yeah, so thank you, Toastmaster Nachiketa. What a fabulous table topic speeches you have taken up, and all the responses, spontaneous responses we have got for each and every question you raised. So moving ahead with that, we have the theme of the day, that is year 2021. Silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. So I would like to hear the meaning of this every cloud has a silver lining from you. Anybody from the audience? Yeah, sure. Toastmaster Manvinder.
That means we have something positive at the end of the day, no matter however bad situation we are in. So we have got something positive to get out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely correct. So it's like that we definitely have a brighter day only after the dark night. So that is something we are hoping for from 2021. So after having a very topsy-turvy type of experiences in 2020, we do have a hope for 2021. So in 2020, everybody have seen some bitter and sweet experiences. Some might have lost jobs. There were a lot of layoffs and there were salary cuts and there were different shutdowns in the businesses. So many bad things that happened. There were a lot of deaths due to hunger or due to the disease. And there were some positive sides also, because due to the challenges we have seen, we learned something efficient like to work from home or to have the virtual meetings like we are having over here in the Toastmaster. And maybe the students who might not have such a long break from their work, from their studies like this. So with that, I would like somebody to come up to share their experiences of 2020. What kind of experience you have in 2020? So again, Toastmaster Manvinder, anybody else would like to come up? Yeah, why not? Toastmaster Himanshu, please. The kind of experience you have.
Actually, Manvinder and we are on the same ship because he is also running a travel agency.
Yeah,
and
I do. Yeah.
It's a
So
challenge.
your industry is the worst hit industry.
Yeah, this is the first one to affect it, then last one to recover off.
Yeah.
So definitely we have faces challenges. But yes, we have learned a lot from 2020 because everybody knows that if somebody is not having a good financial background, so he she have to face challenges. Definitely, we have learned a lot from this year. We have you can say that different roles in our life, what to do next. So this is a kind of challenge we have faced in this 2020 and come up with our new skills, new hidden talent which is inside us. One of them is Manvinder. He has found his hidden talent being as a teacher because he is teaching English to his student in his YouTube channel Beyond Shiksha. So I request everyone to go and subscribe his channel, and you are learning a lot from them. So this is, you can say, one of the learning from 2020. We are exploring different fields in our life. Whether it's you can say that Manvinder is learning. I'm jump into sanitization, and another jump into my used car sale and purchase business. And yes, we are still learning to grow in their life with different aspects.
Yeah, and it has definitely, out of this Toastmaster Club, I have seen that a lot of YouTubers have come up to take up the new roles in the YouTube industry, right? So they are coming up with the new things. So what do you expect about 2021? How do you look 2021 as? Do you think that it will be a good year, or you think that it will be a same, more like 2020, or it will be worse than 2020? What do you think about that?
Can I go with that?
Yeah, sure. Please, Toastmaster Mohit. Yeah, what do you think?
As we were talking about 2020 and looking forward to 2021, I got reminded of a Toastmaster session I had attended. This was in year 2019, where I met a person called Sam Kithon. Okay. Sam Kithon was the speaker that day, and he had an accident, a really bad accident, which resulted in him losing his arm and a leg. and he used that. I mean, he had a 6 months of recovery and everything. He was at the end of it, he had a metallic arm and leg. But the point is that he says that he could have easily bounced back, but bouncing back is not good enough. He used that opportunity to bounce forward. And that's where we are at right now. We have an opportunity to bounce back, same old life, same, going to office, the routines and everything. But this is also an opportunity for us to bounce forward, look at our lives differently. We do things that we've never done before. And that's what I learned from Sam Kithon. And that's what I wanted to share with you. And that's what I hope for 2021. Bounce forward, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. You have shared the experience which we also learned from. So regarding this, the same thing which Toastmaster Mohit has said. So if we are looking at the economy, Indian economy, so what do you think where it is leading? Indian economy, our Indian economy. So yeah, sure, Toastmaster. Anybody else? Toastmaster Manchu is done, Manvinder is done, Mohit is done. So should I cherry pick somebody or anybody would like to come up?
Rahul Singh Bhandari is also.
I think we would love to hear from Ishani as well. She's quite quiet today.
Yeah, sure.
Just give me a second. Someone else, I'll speak up.
So let Toastmaster Rahul Bhandari go first.
May I go ahead?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Toastmaster Rahul, right.
So it seems like I am an economist here, but I am not. But I read a lot. Regarding economy, I feel that we should not be pessimist about what happened. It is just a change of industry. It is just a change of industry. Suppose that long back ago, we used to write a lot. Accountant used to make ledger in the hard copies. Now we are doing in SAP. So we are in a transition phase. We should see it as a positive thing that there will be a major change in the industry. Like real estate sector might face difficulty because commercial lending will not be there as compared to the previous level. But there will be a lot of Zooms, there will be a lot of training sessions, there will be a lot of less traveling. So more time with people means more activity they can be involved. It means that's why if you can see that about 2 days ago, I attended one Zoom meeting with all the motivational speakers of the world where Mel Robbins kind of people were there. It is happening because there is a lot of time, plus because online is the only platform through which we can interact. So we are able to interact with the people who are sitting across in US. Otherwise, it is like in 2019, we think that, okay, we have to go to US to attend such a seminar, but this time it's happening online. So I believe it is like a transition phase. There is a shifting of industries. Overall, we will grow and the world is heading toward optimization rather than, make and use. It is going toward recycling something, saving energy, reducing carbon steps. So it is kind of a new thing.
Yes.
It is also said like a pre-COVID and post-COVID, like we used to say after the before crisis.
Exactly.
Post-COVID
change the direction.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, regarding the point, one of the point shared by Toastmaster Rahul, I would like to raise a question on that. Like he rightly said that there is a shift in the industry. So there is recently a shift in the industry which India is expecting at the global level in the manufacturing industry. So where do you think that manufacturing industry is shifting from to India in the upcoming years? And how many percentage of the companies are optimistic about it? If anybody can come up with that. Manufacturing hub right now at the global level. Anybody? Any new face, please? Should I? Toastmaster Ankit, Toastmaster Mohit Sharma, potential Toastmaster Anil Sharma, potential Toastmaster Harshvardhan, potential Toastmaster Nishtha.
I want to say something. Let's go with Vishal because I think he's in the industries and I think plastic industry. So he have more idea about this. So let's share his views on this.
Sure,
Can you please come up with the question again, please?
Yeah, my question is that due to this COVID-19, there is a shift in industry, and that industry is manufacturing industry. And currently there is a global hub at the world level, there is a global hub. And because of this COVID-19, we are expecting a shift in manufacturing unit from that country to India. And how much percentage of companies are expecting that shift? So anybody can come up with that.
Okay. So that is a pretty interesting question. As due to just COVID hit, just because of the reason that China was leading at that time, but when the COVID hits, after that many companies migrate from China and coming to India, just because of the reason is the janam data of this COVID. The reason behind that is there. So many inquiries are coming to Indian companies, small as well as medium as well as big companies are also coming to India. So it's like a very bright future for manufacturing things in India, and people are really very much happy about that things. Yeah, it's a little bit of setback just due to 2020, but that is for sure within coming years, India will emerge as the one of the biggest power in the manufacturing sector, and it will gain a lot for this thing. I'm pretty sure for that. As in 2020, I know that many manufacturing companies hit, but still we have done a very good amount of business, because nowadays the prices of every material is rocketing like anything. But still the people are doing good. It's not like that, and people have also shifted from many people are learning, people are shifting from old technologies to new technologies. So like this, everybody is gaining also. It's not like that it's a major setback also. It's also a learning part also, and everybody's like implementing those things in their businesses also. So
Yeah.
it's like on the both ways we can say. But still I can see India is a very
So can you please share
emerging
the
country within the coming years as compared to the
percentage
manufacturing.
of companies who are expecting this shift in manufacturing?
So I can't name the any companies like that, but still I will like any medium companies or small companies also looking to just seeing migrating from China to India, whether that is a small, whether that is a medium, or that is a big companies. They are migrating from China or other country or to other countries.
Yeah, I would definitely like to share the percentage. It's 69% of the companies are expected to shift their location from China to India.
Yeah.
That means bringing a lot of reforms in land within India, bringing new clients to India. Additionally, it will be generating lot of employment to the people out here, converting our country from farming to shifting from farming to industry as well, along with the service sector. So with that, I know. I know that we are getting late. So we can have a short break right now for 5 minutes. So currently it's 11:45. So let's catch up at 11:50. So let's catch up at 11:50. Thank you so much.
Interesting fact, Shilpa. Even Telsa is all set for India to come up to.
Yeah, there are a lot many things coming up, which
Yeah.
I'm excited to share. There are
Yeah,
actually a
there are
lot
too
of
many. Yeah.
So looking for the chance to share the facts and figures with you all.
The young population that we are, and that is a great advantage to us. And what China has done, it really has maligned their image internationally, globally, and that's where India is the next big country people are looking at too.
Yeah,
So I think, yeah.
actually, what is going on currently in India is that we don't have a liberal and friendly reforms, land reforms. So when companies are coming to India, so they have to deal with the government. So government has to create certain reforms, liberal reforms for the upcoming country, so that they can create their manufacturing unit in India. So like
Absolutely.
purchase units which are coming up, India do have land which is available for manufacturing unit, but it does not have liberal and friendly reforms for the upcoming companies. So it's a very good news. We are expecting a shift, and most probably by the second half of 2021, we can have a great change in the manufacturing unit, and a lot of employment which are currently laid off. So might get an opportunity. People might get an opportunity to have an employment.
So we'll get to see some industry shift in coming time. Yeah.
The Shilpa is not allowed people to take a break.
Yeah. So
Oh, I thought this was the conversation in the beginning. Okay. Yeah, please go for it.
On that note, let's play a bit of music, and then we'll start the session again.
Sure, definitely. Thank you so much. So, moving ahead with the evaluation round now. So, I would like to invite Toastmaster Kanika, General Evaluator. So, she is working as an operations coordinator, and she loves to dance, loves to involve herself in public speaking, socializing, and self-improvement. She is also a Potterhead too. So I would like to welcome her on stage. Please give her a great round of applause. Toastmaster Kanika.
Shilpa, just a minute. Sorry for interrupting. Are we not having voting for the speeches and TTMs first?
That is
Before starting
after
it?
the evaluations. If
Okay,
you want, I
so-
can conduct it right now.
No, normally we are doing voting for speakers and TTMs before the evaluation starts.
Okay, I can go ahead with the speeches. So Toastmaster Shubhangi, can we pursue with the votings?
Sure. Let me just share the polls.
Yeah, so we will be having voting now for our best for the best 5 roles we have. That is the Toastmaster Best Speaker, Best Evaluator, Best Role Player, Best Auxiliary Role Player, and the Best Table Topic Speaker. So request you all to please vote.
Shilpa, right now it's only for the speaker and the best TTM. Rest will happen afterwards.
Okay, so I'm doing it for the very first time. So apologies.
No
for
problem.
any
You are actually super energized today, it seems.
I thought it was wrong.
Actually, I have something to
I have a
say.
question.
For the speakers, Sanjeev overshot the time for 8 minutes and 13 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, so since it's the first meeting of the new year, so can we, I mean, taking the permission of president, can we skip the disqualification for today?
No, but I
Since the
can
voting
forgive,
was
since
already
I was
going
the
on.
one who overshot. So it's up to, maybe let's give that to Mohit.
We can skip for today.
Hey everyone, I have a question. So I am just a guest. Do I also have to vote, or is it just for the?
Yes, you would definitely have to vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone, please vote for the best table topic speaker.
I forgot who said what.
Exactly.
Exactly. I was not aware that we have to vote. I did not really keep a track of name.
You know what? I have a solution to this. I mean, we have been live feeding the meeting ever since, and if you have any doubts on who said what,
That's a nice way
we
to
will
promote.
struggle.
I like your smart ideas, Shani.
You just go to Twitter and you know.
Yeah.
I was thinking that you will say कि competition दोबारा होगा.
I was about to.
See how she made a way for it. Basically, go live and check.
So are we done with voting?
Yes, Shilpa, we are done. Toastmaster Shilpa.
So can we call up our general evaluator now?
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to welcome Toastmaster Kanika, general evaluator of the day, to present her report. So over to you, Toastmaster Kanika.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shilpa. So I'm here with my team to evaluate the whole meeting. So who is ready to listen? What happened during the meeting?
Everyone.
Everybody is excited to know.
That's great. Okay, so now please help me welcome the evaluators of the speakers first. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Nikhil for evaluating Toastmasters Mohit's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanika. Just want to make sure if I'm audible. I'm
Yes.
just facing a little internet connection. Okay. Toastmaster Mohit delivered a very interesting and riveting speech where he talked about mega batching and the acronym KIDA and how he interleaved with in very intelligent humor, giving us a very beautiful tapestry in form of a speech. Now, starting with the commendations, which are in bucket loads, I must add. So the first thing which I really liked about Toastmaster Mohit's speech was the intelligent humor. So there was a play with words where he talked about Kida is his Kida. He talked about broom plus plus. I really like the fact that he used an overarching metaphor which was interleaved throughout the story, where where he addressed us first as Kida, and then he talked about the acronym Kida, which is very similar to Kida. You know how insects like kind of flounder away when an obstacle comes in? Kida is very similar in terms of like something which stops you achieving your goals and your success. And then how he talked about his acronym Kida is actually Kida, how he's actually a germaphobe, and how he has used mega batching to kind of, overcome his Kida. So his humor actually kind of went full circle, quite literally. The second thing which I really liked about Toastmaster Mohit's speech was his hand gestures and body movements. Did you all notice, when he talked about brooming and, kind of sweeping, and how Amy Portland, when doing a podcast, his hand movements. So hand movements, something which comes very naturally to him. It shows that he's kind of a nimble speaker, and his hand movements accentuate what he's actually saying. The third thing which I really liked about Toastmaster Mohit's speech was his delivery. It shows that he's an experienced speaker. He was not taking any notes. He was not looking at any notes to look at. He was well rehearsed, and he used play cards to which actually accentuate the meaning. The fourth thing which I really liked about Toastmasters Mohit's speech was he actually used no filler word, which is really flawless. Another thing which I really liked about was the way he started off. He kind of made it personal. He was posing questions to the audience as to what is your Kida. It was kind of making us reflect as to, how I can get over my Kida. What is mega batching? It was making me quite inquisitive and, pondering over all these aspects. The last thing which I really liked about was his constant smile which he had throughout his face, and the topic which was kind of very inquisitive for me. Now you all must be wondering why I'm so full worthy of praise, because occasionally I do come across some speeches which actually are deserving of such praises. But then again, we're all here to learn and grow. So here are a few recommendations I'd like to give him. One, so when he initially asked us to write down what is our Kida, I was kind of writing that down, but I kind of, he didn't give us that pause, that 5-10 second pause to look at it. Second thing which I really liked was he could have used other aspects of humor, talk about physical, self-deprecating. He could have incorporated other elements of humor in his speech. Last thing I just want to say that I hope my evaluation will act as a pair of shoes for Toastmaster Mohit to dodge your Kida. And over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nikhil. So now please help me welcome Toastmaster Kumar to evaluate Toastmaster Sanjeev's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Kumar.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster Shilpa. Encouragement, the oxygen for soul. What a wonderful speech delivered by Toastmaster Sanjeev. I simply loved it. And nobody could have been a better person to deliver such a speech like that, such an experienced speaker. He started his speech with a question, which is the asset which grows when you share it the most. That created an interest in the mind of the audience. Right at the start of the speech, he opened up with a question, which is always a great way to start a speech. And I loved his confidence level and conviction regarding this subject. It seems that he has a hanker for coaching. He really loves coaching people. It seems that he is passionate about this area. And the way he explained it with the help of examples. First of all, he gave the example of his swimming coach when he pushed him in the swimming pool. And initially he was pissed off, but when he was able to swim, then he realized that his coach showed belief in him. And he was really delighted at the end, how his coach showed belief in him. So he connected with us on personal level. I was able to connect with him. I was able to remember my coaches and my mentors who were able to show encouragement, give encouragement to me, and help me in my difficult times. So I was able to connect with him on a personal level. So that examples, one should always use personal examples, personal stories that always connect with the audience, and audience feel it that it has happened with us also, and they feel more connected with the speech. And the second example he gave, how he himself has been encouraged in this Toastmasters club initially, and how this club has helped him in growing, and now he at the he's the VP of the club. So he had the examples to prove what he was saying. It was like nothing was like he was saying, nobody could say he's just saying for the sake of it. He had the examples to prove it. And the third thing I loved about his speech is his body language. He was standing, he was using his gestures, hand movements were there. It was complementing whatever he was saying throughout the speech. And one thing I would like to compliment him is his voice. He has a very soothing voice, which really like audience feel connected and audience does not get bored. He has a very soothing voice, which I would like to compliment him. Not a lot of people have such type of a voice. It's very attractive, I would say, to listen to. And regarding the recommendations part, there was hardly any miss. He is such a brilliant speaker. Body language, the clarity, organization of the speech. Only one thing I would like to recommend regarding the content of the speech, he gave examples that how as a mentee, he was helped by his coach. He gave a specific example of a swimming pool incident. And he called the speaker also. That was he called the Toastmasters to tell how they have been impacted by their coach, Sanjeev, their mentor. But I was expecting a particular example like he gave of a swimming pool incident where his coach guided him. So I was looking for a specific example where he was able to guide his mentee. Any constructive feedback he gave, which helped him, like his swimming pool teacher pushed him in the swimming pool. What exactly, where his mentee was confused and he helped him out. That was the one thing, if he could have added, that would have given more value to his speech. But otherwise also it was a perfect speech. There was no flaw I saw in that. Everything was brilliant. I wish you best of luck, Toastmaster Sanjeev, for your future speeches. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kumar. Now, please help me welcome my team who will be presenting their reports. So, firstly, let me call the R counter of the day, Toastmaster Ankit, who will be telling how much R we said during when we were speaking. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Ankit.
Hi Kanika, thank you so much for just inviting me for the feedback. So here's my report. So I just start with by the Shilpa. There was a 2 pauses and there was a repetition of the word pause that and we and I would like to. These were the sentences which was repeated by her twice. And Kanika, there is also for you. It was I am, which I saw you repeated twice, and nothing else. And Mohit sir, if I talk about, he used 1 pause and 1 ah. And if I talk about Kumar used 1 and if I talk about Sanjeev sir, there was 3 pauses and 2 and 2 and there was a repetition of the word I was also. And then I move to Himanshu. Himanshu used 2 pauses and there was a 1 and there was a repetition of the word important twice. And now I move to Anil. Anil, there was the 2 pauses and 3 2 and there was a filler word so and if you. And now I move to Dipendu. Dipendu, there was no his speech was totally flawless, but there was a repetition of the word which I noticed there that was to flourish. He used it twice in his speech. And now I move to Harshvardhan, and there was a 1 pause and 1 and there was a repetition of the word be with, which he used twice. And Nikhil, and if I move to Nikhil, there was a two and there was a filler word, you know, which he used many times into his speech. And Nishtha, if I move to Nishtha, there was two pose and one one and there was a filler word, so, and there was a which word which she repeated twice or thrice. And Manvinder was a flawless totally. There was nothing. And Vishal, I noticed there was some filler word which was but and every day, which she used twice and thrice. Yeah, thank you. It was everything from my end.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankit. Now, please help me welcome the teacher of everyone, Toastmaster Amya, the grammarian for the day. Because I was always scared, you know, of when I was in school, of the grammar mistake that I used to make. So please help me welcome Toastmaster Amya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kaniga. Okay, to begin with, I would first like to congratulate Toastmaster Shilpa, Toastmaster Rahul, Nachiketa, Manvinder, and Toastmaster Kumar as well for using the word of the day today. By the way, you can also use the word of the day in the chat. That is something new we learned today. So to start with, a few excellent usages of grammar or new interesting vocabulary that we saw in the meeting today. Scramble over, take a plunge, nudge, symbiotic relationship, testament, vicious cycle, malign, overarching, flounder. Apart from that, I would also like to say that one particular Toastmaster, I'm missing the name, the first evaluator. He had a really good grip on his vocabulary.
Nikhil, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Toastmaster Nikhil. Okay, a few incorrect usages of grammar that happened today. I would like to correct those. For instance, a sentence was used, I hanker myself to pursue a great meeting today. Instead, it could be, I hanker to conduct a great meeting today. Then there was a use of the phrase deep water. It could be the deeper end of the pool or deeper end of the water. Then BTech in electronics branch would be BTech in electronics. We have completed would be we have come to an end. He opened up would be he embarked or he initiated. So that are some upgradations that we could probably bring to our vocabulary and to our speech. And with that, I'd end today's report of grammarian. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amya, for your report. Now it's time for me to present my report of the overall meeting. So firstly, give a huge round of applause for all the members right now present, all the guests, and all the EC team.
Toastmaster Kanika, timer is
Timer.
Yes, I will call him like in just after 2 minutes, not right now. So yeah. So firstly, kudos to the whole team, to all the EC team and all the members for joining today and starting off their session really well. Yeah, so okay, so let me call the timer first. So timer, Toastmaster Mohit.
Yeah. So everyone was within the time limit. For Toastmaster Mohit Sani, 6 minutes 34 seconds. For Toastmaster Sanjeev, 8 minutes 13 seconds. For Toastmaster Himanshu, 1 minute 24 seconds. For potential Toastmaster Anil Sharma, 1 minute 47 seconds. I couldn't note down that for Deep Tindu and potential Toastmaster Nishta because of the network issue.
I took care of it, so yeah, they were qualified.
Yeah, so Toastmaster Manvinder, 1 minute 39 seconds. And evaluation, Toastmaster Nikhil, 3 minutes 20 seconds. And for Toastmaster Kumar, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's all from my side.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. So now, firstly, to begin with, the start of the meeting was really very good. Only just one recommendation that the tech master could have started the meeting at least at 10:15 so that the people can join. I mean, before 10:30, so that the meeting could have started at exactly 10:30. But still, the meeting did started on 10:31. So kudos to everyone for joining in on time. Okay, so next, I really liked the fact that the table topic session was related to the theme of the meeting. Then, next recommendation from my side, the voting part should be decided beforehand when to be done. Also, the disqualifications should be confirmed before the voting is done. Next, the TMOD was super energetic. Toastmaster Shilpa, kudos to you. I like the energy and the audience engagement that was throughout the meeting. Next, I like the presentation of the speakers. Today, kudos to the creativity and the efforts you both made in your speech. You were all groomed up, and I am very inspired from you both today. Next, okay, so the evaluators did a great job. Just one recommendation that I have for you is that the equal distribution of CRC approach could have been incorporated during the evaluation, because I noticed that the larger chunk of the commendation was told during the start of the evaluation and ended with one commendation line. So I think the commendation could be distributed really well. Then kudos to the efforts invested by the evaluators, because each and every aspect of the speech was incorporated in their evaluation. So kudos to the efforts of the evaluators, and all the auxiliary role players did a great job. Also, I would like to request that everyone to please address people as Toastmaster Kanika, Toastmaster Rahul, Toastmaster Manvinder, rather than just calling out their names, because over here we are doing a formal Toastmasters meeting and we all are Toastmasters over here. So I would request while representing your report, you should address everyone as Toastmasters, not just by their name. Yeah, and the whole meeting was great. These were some few commendation and recommendations from my side. And thank you so much, my team, Toastmaster Mohit, Toastmaster Ankit, Toastmaster Amya, for helping me up evaluating the whole meeting. And also, I was hankered enough to take up today's role. So I would like to request everyone to give me a feedback how I was as a GE. So thank you so much. That's it from my side and my team. Over to you, Toastmaster Shilpa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanika. What a wonderful general evaluation you have done for the meeting from starting till end. So since we are running out of time, and before handing over the stage to Toastmaster Sanjeev, I would left you with the food for the thought. Although I want to talk about that topic more, but I still would like to wrap up with the food for the thought. What's your opinion regarding the year 2021? Will it be flourishing for the Indian economy and the global economy as a whole, or we have to get ready for the upcoming challenges to once again? So with that, I would like to hand over the stage to our president, Toastmaster Sanjeev. Over to you, Toastmaster Sanjeev. Thank you.
Thank you, Shilpa, so much, and for such a wonderful session and a super energetic session on the future of Indian economy. Means I too believe that Indian economy is going to grow. Means as an investor in Indian stock markets, like I see the Sensex and the Nifty growing to a heights which were much above the pre-COVID area. So we have actually already gone beyond that, and I think everybody is very optimistic about Indian economy. Yeah. I think that's why the markets are responding so much, because the markets are the ones which are always future looking. So they never look back, they always look forward. And I think that's one message also I would like to convey, that we always have to look forward, never look backward. Whatever has happened has happened. So always be future looking. So that's what I think that's how the progress is made. Now, till the time voting is being made, I think time to talk to some other guests. We had some more guests who joined maybe after our initial introduction. I could see potential Toastmaster Harshvardhan, then somebody Maniman. Okay, we are going to do voting as well, side by side, it seems.
Everyone, please put your votes.
So, Shubhangi, just are we doing all the votings now, or I can do the guest feedback and pending introductions?
We can do that side by side, both side by side. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah. No issues. Okay. There were some guests who are pending. I can see a guest, Priyal Gupta.
Yes, sir.
So, Priyal, can you give a brief introduction about yourself and whatever session you attended? Just a feedback on that.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, good morning, everyone. And first of all, a happy new year to all of you. Yeah, and I'm sorry that I apologize that I missed a lot of the sessions, but I think the topic of the today's session was Indian economy.
No,
No?
it was like the theme was every cloud has a silver lining, and of course, Indian economy, the growth in Indian economy is a silver lining that we are looking at.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, especially with that Indian economy part, I regret that I missed the meeting. Yeah, I am actually a Toastmaster. I joined Toastmasters last year in 2019 as a part of Delhi Orators.
Okay.
Then I discontinued it due to some professional assignments, and I'm looking for joining some club there.
Our club
And
probably.
yeah, and and one more thing that I was a Toastmaster last year, but unfortunately I could not start my Toastmaster journey officially with that icebreaker speech. Yeah, that's also pending for me. So I would like to join this club immediately and start my journey as soon as possible.
So please get in touch with Kanika.
Yeah.
With our VP membership.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I can see another potential Toastmaster, Harshvardhan. So we probably missed introduction from you earlier.
Yes. So I'm Harshvardhan. You already know my name. So I was a part of Toastmaster club of yours, but due to some reason I couldn't continue. So I'm pretty much familiar with a lot of things which happens at the Toastmasters club. So it's been a great like I'm always interested to be a part of this journey of Toastmasters. Somehow I just get stuck with some personal stuff, so I'm not able to continue. But yeah, I have pushed myself to be a part of Toastmaster once again, and I will continue to participate and give more speeches and enhance my skills. So I'm looking forward to join this club. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harsh. So we'd like to welcome you in our club as soon as you want to.
Yes, thank you so much.
I can see somebody who has named SIPKT. So can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself? Okay, probably he is away. Am I missing any more Toastmasters who joined later?
Nishtha, you're missing Nishtha.
Yes, I did
Yeah,
not
Nishtha,
introduce
we missed.
myself
Yes.
earlier.
Nishtha, please, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi everyone, I am Nishtha, and this was my first TM meeting. So yeah, I wanted to join a Toastmasters club so that I can work on improving my speaking skills in terms of fluency and how to think on my feet for those impromptu speeches. So that's one area I really want to improve, and that is this is something I hankered. I'm not sure if I'm using this correctly, but yeah, this is to improve. I want to hanker to improve my speaking skills. Right. Thanks. So in 2021. So yeah, that is I
And,
am looking to join this club.
and some feedback about today's meeting.
So I really like that, I am a shy person, but the way TMs asked us to get involved, that kind of pulled me out of my shell, and I did try to participate from my end. So I think that was great for all the new people who are joining, so that we are getting the encouragement and the platform to voice our selves. So yeah, this is my first one, so I don't really know what to come.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else, guest, would like to share a feedback? I could see Vandana, potential Toastmaster Vandana Kochar. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, it was a totally different experience today. So I have never joined a Toastmaster club before. So it is my first Toastmaster club, or the first session I have attended. And it was very encouraging and very, I was amazed to see such a support and to see a platform given to a lot of people to come up and to improve on themselves. So yes, I am looking forward to it, and I hanker to pursue this Toastmaster club and to improve on my communication skills and my personal growth. So yeah, thank you for having the sessions and to allowing us to bring the best out of everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Vandana, so much. And now again, somebody who has named himself SIPKT. So are you still there? Probably no. So let's move on to other, to take feedback from our other guests, some senior guest, I'll say. Rahul Bhandari, back to you. What's your feedback for the session today?
Great. Good to see the new EC. They are quite energetic. And what I really feel that even I have, left the leadership role in TMWD long back ago. Yesterday only I left the group after, I think, 2016. But one thing I observed that the EC whenever the new EC comes in TMWD, they have a very clear vision about what they want in the club. I have seen in the other clubs that they have their personal agenda, but in the TMWD, the EC has a very common agenda, and that gives me a feeling that it is not about the person, it is about a common agenda which we all are taking forward, keeping the legacy continue. So that I felt in this meeting also, that you all EC are working for that common agenda.
Okay. Great, Rahul. Great feedback. Shubhangi, are we ready with the results? Rest of the results?
Yeah, I've already messaged you.
Okay, on WhatsApp.
No, in the chat.
Okay. Sorry. I missed. Okay, I was taking the feedback, so I missed seeing the chat.
No worries.
Okay, time for results.
Vangi, you have made it public.
What?
Results. It's open for all.
Is it open for all? No, I
have shared it.
No, it's come to me only. How can you see the results, Shilpa?
It was just a lame joke.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Toastmaster Shilpa, you almost dropped my heart. But get it in the with
A
everyone.
human error which can be done by anyone. I mean, I sometimes feel like that I can post everyone when I have to send it privately.
That was a
Okay, I will start with the auxiliary role player. So any guesses who is the best auxiliary role player today?
Amya. Toastmaster Amya.
Amya.
Yes, so I think it's unanimous.
Yeah.
Of course, Amya is the
Like we
best.
said last meeting, Nami kafi hai.
Request you all to please unmute yourself to applause all the winners. Please request you all.
So Amya is the best auxiliary role player for today.
The principal.
Thank you.
Next, again the Sterling role player. Guesses for it?
Both of them
Any
have done a
guesses?
great job.
Yeah, it's
A
very hard
Sterling
to
role
guess. Shilpa?
Kanika, Shilpa, any one of them.
I just got the voting poll for that. I want poll for that.
No, we had poll for everything. Okay, it's Shilpa, you, the best Sterling role player for today.
Thank you.
I think that was a wonderful performance today, full of energy.
For all the 3 roles.
Yes. Coming to the best table topic master.
No, table
So
topic
it's
master.
yeah, any guesses?
Table topic speaker, you mean, right?
Yes, table topic speaker.
Deeptendu. Toastmaster Deeptendu.
Deeptendu, Toastmaster Deeptendu.
Okay, let me give a
Toastmaster
hint. It's a
Nikhil.
tie. It's a joint, there are joint winners.
Himanshu.
Woohoo!
More guesses?
Manvinder and
Nishtha. Potential Toastmaster Nishtha.
Anybody want to give a combination? I said it's a joint, there are joint winners for the table topic.
Deeptendu for sure. And Toastmaster Deeptendu and the Himanshu.
And Manvinder. Why you were also there, right? Exceptional.
He doesn't want to say his name probably. Okay, well, it's Toastmaster Deeptendu and Manvinder.
Yay!
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
So much. Mentor and mentee together.
Yes.
So that is the theme, no? Guru Chela dono saath saath.
Oh man, no, don't say that, please.
Power of mentor and mentee program.
Yeah.
Thank
Coming
you.
to the evaluator.
Is
It's
it
Toastmaster
Toastmaster
Nikhil.
Kumar or
Nikhil.
Toastmaster Nikhil?
Toastmaster
Who
Nikhil.
is it?
Yes, it's Toastmaster Nikhil, the best evaluator for the day today.
Congratulations.
And now coming for the best speaker.
Mohit sir, we don't have to talk today.
Yes, I think he was fabulous.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Both of you were. Both of you were. Yeah.
Both of you are doing
So
very
actually,
well.
I overshot the time ideally. So
I was expecting a tie. It was so good. Yeah.
Actually, you were performing 2 roles together. Now you were performing TM president also, and you were performing the speaker also.
okay, but anyway, evaluation was for the best speaker. So it's Toastmaster Mohit. Congratulations to you, Mohit.
Congratulations, Mohit.
Thank you.
With this, we are through with the results. And before I end, I just want to make a small announcement about the physical meetings. We are planning the physical meeting, and it will happen within this month. That I can say for sure. There are
That's
some
breaking news.
something to do with the dates. We initially planned for 17th, but there seems to be some hiccup because of the training part for all the club officers. So that may be there. So we are not able to yet decide on that. But most likely, it will be on 31st of January. So do you want to vote, or do I take that everybody would like to attend the physical meeting on 31st? And believe me, there would be some real surprises.
We will definitely like to.
And you will all love it. Love the surprises.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Yeah.
No voting this time. Let's go for it.
Everybody, can we have a
Hello.
joint chorus? Can
Yes,
everybody raise
physical
hands?
meetings,
Yes.
physical meetings.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's take it. 31st of July, we'll have the physical meeting.
January.
Sorry. So sorry.
After the end of
31st
Sanjeev's tenure.
No, I said within this month we'll have. So most likely date would be 31st of January. We'll go for the physical meeting. So with that, I think we can close the today's meeting.
Toastmaster Himanshu, take Toastmaster Harshvardhan's number. He has a lot of plans to go to Spain, New York, and everywhere. So we have business coming in. Yeah.
And one more thing. Toastmaster Kanika, you can share your number with all the guests today in the chat so that they can get in touch you. I see a
Done.
lot of members trying to join us.
Some are I am connected to some, and some I'll be connected today.
Okay,
One
that's
thing
great.
I would like to share. We are
Yeah,
ending the
Shilpa.
meeting. We are ending our first meeting of 2021 on time.
Exactly.
Yes,
I was about to
exactly.
say this.
I think we actually started right on time.
Yes,
10:31 and we are
Thank
ending on
you, one of the
12:31.
speakers
So
who
meeting officially ended on 12:31. And after that, since we are going to have our EC meeting, we can continue to have some chit chat.
So Kanika, your feedback as a G, like you asked from all of us. So you
Yes.
being a G or G, this is genuinely engaging. Is what I would say. So if our G was G. Time for EC meeting.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
Bye,
You are expecting
everyone.
something from
Have a
Kanika.
nice Sunday. Bye.
It's very
Bye,
difficult to
guys.
say
Enjoy
goodbye.
yourself.
But
Okay,
goodbye.
I'll request EC team to stay back. And Mohit, can you stay back as well for a few minutes? There was something which you wanted to discuss.
Actually, I have a lunch to go to. Sanjeev, is it
Okay, no
okay if
issues,
I
no
catch up
issues.
with you later?
Yeah, then we'll talk. I'll talk to you separately then.
Thank you. All
Okay.
right. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you everyone. But EC team to stay back.